All right, good morning. Welcome back to the OffStudio, where we talk about whatever I want to talk about, because it's my show and not JC's, at least not on a Monday. And today is going to be a little bit different. As you can tell, the setup has changed. The reason being is I'm going to borrow and take a page out of her book, JC's book, that is, and we're going to do some morning, well, I say like it's a morning routine. I'm terribly lazy about this, but we're gonna talk about shaving. I'm gonna shave my face, and we're gonna talk about that a little bit, and then I'm gonna go off track, and then that's what's gonna end up happening. So, you've been warned, and therefore you are now going to partake in this journey with me because that is life, and this is where we lead. And so now that my face is now primed and ready to be completely removed, we can now finally talk. So typically, shaving for me is a every 2 day process because I actually don't mind shaving. I think it's like a fun. Oh, how do I put this? Ever since I was a kid, I've actually really liked the idea of shaving. Like, my dad has quite a bit on his face, actually way more so than I do. And when I was a little kid and I saw him who would like shave and stuff, I would actually just basically do the same thing. Shaving razors often had, especially the disposable ones that he used to use, would often have a little covering on it, like a case. And I would take that out, put the shaving cream on it, and I would use that to pretend like I'm shaving because I'm like, oh, yo, this is fun. I don't mind this. And then ever since, let's say, puberty happened, and then I started developing facial hair, I was like, huh, I'm starting to look like my dad. How about we don't do that? And so we decided, we being me, myself, and I, all of the alter egos, that we were going to shave. Shave. And at first, yeah, I got a lot of cuts. I often get a lot of cuts. Every time I get a new razor, or every time I try to sport a new razor, I often get quite a few, like, if it's not burns, I really get cut because I guess I'm just so used, because nowadays, as you can see, I'm really used to how this works. The process is really, really quick for me, and I do make a few messes here and there, but it's not a big deal. And it's just, honestly, it's just a glide, and it's done. And I don't know, for me it became like a science now, and so like every 2 days it's literally a thing. And the reason why it's because my hair actually grows back to the fuzz that makes me uncomfortable every 2 days. So therefore, that's why we do this. Usually the type of razor I buy often has an edge at the top here that I could use to like any kind of details, but right now that's not what I own, so I have to get a little bit more creative, which might actually make me bleed. So if I start bleeding on camera, oh well. That's too bad. I guess that's life for us. Oh yeah, I usually like to keep a very close cut because why not? Keeping. I've been meaning to also involve myself with another razor in the coming future, something more straight. And it's just been a measure of choices, I guess, because that one takes more precision and sometimes I don't always have time, but it does feel a lot better, which I'll give them that. So as you can tell, we're not clear. I don't even know if people even noticed it the first time. It's like, what do you mean? It's like, but there wasn't any hair. It's like, yeah, but this isn't about you. This is about my chin and how it feels when I do this. So that's what's the most important aspect of today. And today is a Monday, so I figured I'd start the week off right with like a hygienic route. Because JC seems to be having a wonderful time making it happen, and I'm just over here going like, you probably think I'm just this person that just sits around and lopes around and tries to be ridiculous. Which, I mean, partly true. I feel like I do that, but I am also quite, like, I love water, so there's that. Let me just take out my bath. It's all about you. It's all about you, baby. It's all about you. Yeah, because it is. Man, this is the narrative I'm trying to push out into the world. Well, then live it up. So that is that, and then afterwards I like to put aftershave because I don't know if you guys have watched Home Alone. When you put the aftershave on, I actually didn't even wonder like what the guy was like. Why would it be painful? It didn't make sense to me until he did. Well, until I did, and I was like, oh, I get it now. It stings. It burns after you do a razor. But he didn't have hair on his face, so there wasn't really any freshly open. Anyways, so right now I'm a big fan of things that smell like water or mint. This one's an icy blue aftershave, which is yes. And so we're just gonna put in a little cotton thing here and start dabbing it. Ooh, the pain wakes you up. It stings, it burns. It is one of the only pain that I as a type 7 will take gladly. It is one of the most healthiest relationships I have that involves pain, which I can say that says a lot about the state of how we are right now and how I am with relationships, which by the way is boring and chill, which is fine. I actually prefer it that way, so we're gonna do it that. Live it. So that it is, and I'm glad that you guys cringed with me. I actually thought I was gonna be a little bit more off tangent today, but I guess I wasn't. So, oh yeah. See, here I am trying to say goodbye, and then I was like, oh yeah, but you forgot to apply your moisturizer. How could you? I'm just using a nice simple moisturizer. This is usually a typical day for me. I had already primed my face. Primed my face. This is what happens when you watch makeup videos. No, I washed my face already and already applied the upper half. That one's already been fixed and helped out. So basically, you've lost the other chunk of what goes on. But yeah, I've already done the other shenanigans, so that's already kind of like fixed up and working. So pretty much this is all there is to know about what goes on before I go in front of a camera, let's say. Or if I'm feeling lazy, don't expect any of these things going on, so but that's the tea. But on a good day like today, where I want to be my best because I'm in the mood for it, so we're gonna do that today. And then of course there's a nightly one, and nightly one's a little bit more elaborate and blah, but then it's not as elaborate as a lot of my friends who do. Like, I know a girl, like, my friend does 20 steps on her face every night, which I think was really cool. She gave me like a little bit of a drop of oil for some of them, and I'm like, wow. So this is what it feels like to be you for a night. Huh. It smelled great. Every time I like hang out with some of my friends, sometimes I'd be like, hey, can I use some like your body wash? Like I have a loofah of my own, like let's just make it. And then I come out of the shower smelling like the best thing ever. And I'm going, huh, why don't I invest in more of these things? Like, I mean, I have my own body wash, which makes me smell nice too, but this is a whole nother level. Like, who doesn't want to smell like roses in a spring morning? I feel like that's a good thing. Oh, well, yeah. So anyways, thanks for listening to me talk about my friends in the farmer's market that their bodies are made of, clearly. And we'll see you again till next time, and stay tuned for JC's later in the week. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day and keep yourself hydrated because life is, I don't know, stay thirsty.